This is maida, 3/4 cup or 100 grams. This is powdered sugar, granulated sugar powdered at home. Measurement is half cup plus 3 tablespoons. By weight it is 90 grams. This is cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons. Now this is the dark color cocoa powder, so this will give that dark brown color to your sponge. Milk is half cup or 100 ml. Baking powder half teaspoon. Soda half teaspoon. Butter 40 grams. Now this is Amul butter. This is the salted butter. So I'm not adding salt separately to the recipe. Oil 2 tablespoons. And finally vinegar 1 teaspoon. Now later I will explain why I need the vinegar. First I need to sieve my dry ingredients. Sieving will remove impurities, it will remove lumps and also aerate your dry ingredients. Maida, sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder half teaspoon, soda half teaspoon, now you will get lumps like this, so just gently push them through the sieve. Now this is not to be taken. Mix everything with the whisk. Now adding the milk. This is pre-boiled milk, that is milk has been boiled and cooled and then I am using it. Now one thing I missed in the ingredient, that is the essence. This is vanilla essence. So I'll be adding 1 teaspoon. 1 cap equals to 1 teaspoon. Now use a whisk to mix this. In cake batter, the maida should be mixed loosely with the liquid. That is why we are not going to use the blender. We will mix with the whisk. Over mixing is not good for the cake batter. So at this point you just need to see that there is no lump. The moment you see that there is no lump, you stop. We will not over mix. Now for the fat I am using butter and oil, both. Now butter is for the rich flavor and oil is to make the sponge soft and fluffy. Now this butter I need to melt. Now butter is to be heated mildly, in the sense you heat it only till it is melted about 90% and then stir and melt the remaining. Butter has melted. Now I'm adding the oil to the butter because the butter is a bit too hot now. So this will reduce the temperature of the butter. Stir it little. It may be slightly warm, but it should not be too hot. Now add it to the batter. So now I'm going to use the cut and fold method. And I will continue this till the butter is completely absorbed in the batter. Keep the batter to the center of the bowl. Okay. As you can see, the butter and the oil has been completely absorbed. Now I'll be baking in a 6-inch tin. Now first I will line the tin with a baking sheet. Now I will recommend that you buy a branded one, because the thin ones are not so good. These branded ones you can even reuse. So after using it, you can store it in the fridge for next use. So first place your tin and mark the outline. And I'm going to cut this. So first I'll grease the tin. Then place the paper and grease the paper as well. Now I'll pour the batter. No scraping on the side of the tin, because that batter will get burnt. Now just shake the tin to level the batter and tap it few times. Now I will keep this covered and preheat my oven. I bake my sponges at 160 degree, so I preheat at 180 degree. So preheating 180 degree both rods and for 10 minutes. For baking, temperature will be 160. Function lower rod. Now I have chosen the one with convection. You can see the fan sign here. And total time would be around 38 to 40 minutes. Now I have given the time as 30 minutes initially. Later I will change the setting, in the sense the last 5 minutes again I will bake at both rod mode. Now this is done. So how do we check? First you touch the top and see whether it is firm. If this is not firm, then you bake for another 5 minutes. And if this is firm, then you check with a knife. So insert a knife and just shake it a little bit. If it comes out clean, then you know it is done. You might double check by inserting your knife this way and checking from two sides. Let this cool. Once this cools down, you may demold. After demolding, we have to give a resting time of minimum 6 hours